Hey everybody. Sorry. Hey everyone, my name is Cherry. Welcome to my channel, as new as it is. So today, to start off with, I don't know what was going on with today's energies. I don't know what was happening, but I had this like really overwhelming urge to do this reading for like the collective consciousness. And like I don't really do like the YouTube video things, but I was like today I was like really inspired and I couldn't rest or chill until I got this video out there. So this is going to be a reading for all of the signs, a general reading for the month of February. Today's January 19th and it's going to carry from today through the month of February. And this is going to go for all of the signs from Aries around to Pisces. Let's start shuffling some of these. General rule of thumb is you take what resonates and leave the rest. And since I'm in the spirit of the whole doing YouTube videos, I might as well tell you guys I also recently started a brand new tarot page where I do these short little general readings daily, and I'll post the photos and explain the cards. So if you want to check that out on Instagram, it's at Cherry's Awakening, the same as this channel. And yeah. So let's see what is going on right now. Ooh, I'm gonna save this because I have top. I'm gonna save that one for a second. It feels wrong to pull it right now. And then let's see. I normally work with jumping cards, but I'm getting a lot of, I felt like I should pull those and then we'll see where those takes us. And then these I have a feeling that I should save for later. Okay, so let's all figure out what these are together. Oh, the Tower, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, ooh, love. It's very interesting. All in the same direction. All in the same. Interesting. Okay. So we're gonna start over here. I'm getting a whole story laid out. I'm getting a few stories laid out. We'll see where this goes. So it's still the beginning of the year. I have a feeling with the Tower, this card brings a lot of drastic change. This is a very powerful change. Maybe a lot of you guys are starting to step out of your comfort zones. Maybe a lot of you guys, because I see some love cards on here, maybe a lot of you guys recently went through a breakup and can't get over it and you felt like your world is literally crumbling down. Maybe a lot of you guys weren't completely happy with your lives and you're thinking about change, but it's so far out of what you're used to that it's just like you don't know which way is up. Because with the Eight of Cups, it's a card of letting go. It's like a card of deeper meaning, letting go, but it's also like new journeys. So maybe a lot of you guys are on your way to something new. When it comes to love, it could be like you walked away from somebody or somebody walked away from you. And either way, you're on this like new journey. It could also be like leaving career, leaving everything you know behind. I'm still getting a lot of like you're about to step out of your comfort zone. With the the Seven of Pentacles, this card is explaining to me that you've done the work, you've done your job, you've done whatever you want to do, but now it's time to move on to something new. For those of you that have already been working, this card could also be you're going to be receiving the rewards of the hard work that you put in. But honestly, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you guys weren't entirely satisfied with what you were doing before. Because it's like you see this guy, you look at all the pentacles, he worked hard to grow these, but like he's not entirely too happy. Now it's time to move on to something new. Again, with this card, you know, you're letting go off into a new journey. Because then I'm literally getting like a whole story and then little sub-stories inside of it. The Fool represents new beginnings. Maybe with what you guys are leaving behind, it's paving the way for a new beginning, a clear path, a new slate. Maybe a lot of you guys have found like a new purpose in life. Maybe you guys have started like a new business ventures. For those of you who went through a breakup, maybe you guys are just starting now to realize like, hey, it's okay, it's time for something new. This is a card of like new beginnings, new journeys, and considering how the Tower lets your world crumble down, and this is like letting go, starting something new. This is also starting something new card. It's like a new beginning is coming in for a lot of you guys. Along with the new beginnings is like the promise of new love. The Knight of Cups, you know, here's a powerful knight and bringing in a message of love. But then maybe for those of you who, okay, let me start. This card brings a promise of love. For some of you guys, it could be a whole new person. For others, I don't know if you have an ex situation. Again, I don't know who this is for, but it could be like an ex also coming in and returning. Either way, it's also telling you to like open your heart up to a potential love. If it's in terms of like career, because it doesn't have to be love, it's also encouraging you to open your heart up to new experiences in general. Because right now with this Two of Swords, you're blocked off. If you're thinking in terms of love and a whole new person, maybe your significant other or your ex, someone is closed off emotionally. Whether it's you, whether it's your ex, it's like you're literally protecting yourself with these two swords. But again, the Knight is encouraging you to stay open. Because then if we go over here, for those of you who are receiving new love, it could be some sort of karmic connection. It could be a karmic connection. It could be a soulmate. It could be, you know, twin flames, whatever it is. If it's an ex returning, maybe they could just be promising you a new beginning, again, of sorts. But for those of you who are just like, okay, I'm single, it's nothing love related, it could also be like you merging whatever conflicting interests you have in your heart. Like maybe you feel like I want to go this direction, but maybe like your brain is telling you, no, I don't want to do that. Like again, stepping out of your comfort zone, out of this Tower moment is key right now, because you need to merge. It's like merging two. It could be two thoughts. It could be making that decision. It could be like committing to something. So it's like find that inner balance. Okay, this is where I'm getting a whole bunch of different vibes, because the Knight of Wands also brings, you know, messages of passion. It could be like a whole new beginning. It could be telling you to go forth passionately towards like new things. Somebody could be coming to you with an offering, with a message of sorts, with a message of oh my God, why can I not speak right now? With a message of sorts. There we go. The Three of Cups implies it could be like marriage, celebration, happiness, rejoice. And then for a lot of you guys, that's going to be the case. It could be something serious. Like I said, this could be like some sort of karmic destiny connection, however you want to word it. But then I'm also getting like some sort of warning as well for like returning people, because the Four of Pentacles is here. And this card is generally like possession, greed, jealousy. So and this is only for those dealing with like an ex that they got warning signs, and not everybody sees the red flags. But with the Knight of Wands, it could also imply like some sort of superficial, shallow, just as fast as passionate and fiery as it comes in, it could just as quickly burn out. A lot of you guys with an ex situation, maybe we're dealing with someone who was a little bit selfish in the past. Maybe they left you behind and you felt heartbroken and betrayed. The Six of Swords is again someone leaving you. You know, they're not entirely too happy. And maybe somebody left you behind and you felt betrayed. And let me start pulling some more cards. And it left you heartbroken. So when it comes to that, it's like I would try to communicate clearly, because even though this is here and this is normally a happy card, there could have been, for some cases, not everybody, a third party situation. You know, whether they had some other person on the side, maybe they wanted to keep their options open. Either way, it caused somebody to leave the relationship, and somebody ended up being hurt by it. Oh. Yep, the Nine of Swords. You guys were heartbroken. You guys were heartbroken. Staying up at night, crying, feeling betrayed. Again, that doesn't go for everybody. But it's like something was keeping you on at night. The Hanged Man just flipped over on me. The Hanged Man is like surrendering to the universe. It's a card of being patient and waiting. For those of you that were dealing with an ex who is coming back, and isn't like this third party situation and stuff, and maybe you're just waiting, it was like the right guy, wrong time, right girl, wrong time. This could be telling you to wait. Let's clarify this, Hanged Man. Why did you show me the Hanged Man? Why is the Hanged Man here? Yeah, I'm getting like new love, old ex returning, and some can work it out, some cannot. Either way, if you guys decide to work it out with an ex, I feel like a lot of communication is key here. Oh, hold on. This card wanted to come out. Oop. Got it. I had a few cards. I'm gonna take it as it is. Temperance came out first. Temperance is about finding balance within yourself and within others. For some of you, it could be a merging of two people. For those of you who are dealing with like a good love situation, two people might be coming together. For others, it's encouraging you to find balance within yourself. Like, look inside for the deeper meanings. This card and the Temperance and the Two of Cups, to me, it's like a merging card. Like people coming together. But then I also got this Eight of Swords. Whatever's holding you back, it's like a mental energy. Swords are a very powerful mental energy. And then you look at the card specifically, and you know, she has the power to get out of these by herself, but she thinks she's trapped, but she's not really trapped. So it's like a card of just like, if you feel like you're stuck, you need to take a minute and like figure out how to get unstuck, because you know, 8 times out of 10 it could just be your own fear holding you back. Just because you don't see the whole picture doesn't mean that you can't. Just because you don't see the whole picture, let me rephrase, you can't see the whole picture right now, but you just have to like open your eyes, because it's just like a matter of what's holding you back. Part of it is yourself. I got the World in reverse. So there's an uncompleted cycle of Swords. It was reversed for me. There's an uncompleted cycle. If you're dealing with an ex, you guys have unfinished business. Maybe a lot of you guys who were dealing heartbreak, you guys didn't have closure in the sense. For those of you who are struggling to let things go, it's a card, it's encouraging you to just start letting things go, because you can't move forward into a new beginning. You want this card right side up, but because you're not letting things go, you can't keep going in this new beginning that the Fool is promising you. Let me see. Yeah, because the Four of Wands, you want this happy ending, but you have to put in the work. And it's like, that's your end game, but something is preventing the World from coming out right side up. And I feel like it's this sword energy, this Eight of Swords, and it's just kind of, like I said, it's like a mental energy. The Knight of Cups is encouraging you to open your wands. Temperance is encouraging you to like find that inner balance. The Hangman is encouraging you to have patience, but a lot of you guys were Emperor. The Emperor tells you to bring structure into your lives. For those of you who are dealing with a love situation, some, not all, this card can tell me that it's going to be a serious commitment of sorts. I mean, yeah, as usual, there could be like hiccups and balances, but there is an implied sense of serious commitment. There is an implied serious commitment, starting a family. He's like that protector, provider figure. Let's see. I like flipped that. The Knight of Swords. Communication is coming in, and it's coming in fast for a lot of you guys. I feel like for those who are dealing with an ex returning. Oh, hold on. I thought I saw a card flip over. saw something flip over. For those of you who are dealing with an ex returning, you might be hearing from them soon. For those of you who, wait a minute, give me a second to look at these. You're gonna be receiving some sort of communication soon. For those of you who are dealing with an ex returning, that's what I was going for. I have a feeling that some of you guys are going to be dealing with some sort of secret. Oh, the Lovers just flipped over on me. The Lovers card. A lot of you guys are dealing with that soulmate twin flame connection. The Lovers is also a card of like you're gonna have a choice to make. For those who are dealing with an ex, I feel like you're gonna have to decide, because whether it might not be the case. If it was like a third party situation, communication is going to be coming in and you just need to be made aware of the truth because there's something that you're not seeing. For others of you, you just need to make a choice on what path you want to go down. Let's see. It's a beautiful card because a lot of you guys are going to be having that happy ending with or without the person. Career-wise, any other subject-wise, it's just a matter of making like a choice so you can have your happily ever after. The world is reversed right now, so something is causing a delay. Because there's so much sword energy here, I feel like it's a lot mental. Yep, look. I feel like in love, a lot of you guys are going to be successful. You know, the 10 of Cups is everyone's dream. You see the family, you see the rainbows, you see a house, happy married couple. Again, the Emperor, you know, does imply stability. Does imply stability, it does imply commitment. You got Temperance, it's a union. You got the 2 of Cups, it's a union. So a lot of you guys love-wise, it's going to be very successful and communication is coming in fast. But for those of you who are dealing with an ex, I feel like you need to communicate clearly because there was an air of selfishness. If he hurt you this bad, like the Tower crumbling down, feeling heartbroken and betrayed, and this, I feel like communication needs to block in because for not everybody, but there is a third party situation for some. I feel like some of them, some people, someone was selfish in a relationship for someone and there wasn't like an equal balance of give and take. Maybe you gave too much in the relationship or maybe you took too much of the relationship. But either way, I feel like if you guys put in that work and finding balance, and honestly, I feel like a lot of you guys should just be focusing on yourselves and your own happiness, things are gonna come into place. King of Swords. The communication is coming in. Stay on a little bit. Oh, hold on. I got some. I'll take them all. The Chariot is a card of victory. Let me just move some of these to the side. Let's move some. So the Chariot is a card of victory, but it's a very win and lose type of card. So you can go all in or you're gonna fall all out type of card. This card also is making a choice. Just like the Lovers, making a choice. Temperance, you gotta find that inner balance. There's a lot of like choices. Like basically you're in control of your own life. And it's a card of victory, it really is. But it's just like, you just need to make that choice on which direction you want to go in. A lot of you guys, there's too many cards in here that are telling you you're gonna have a happy ending, which is great. But there's a lot of cards that are sad, like in terms of like your own mental energy, like something or someone, whether it's yourself or somebody else, have put you in these negative feelings. And again, the Knight of Cups is telling you to open up. The Page of Swords is another card telling you that communication is coming in. Whatever is coming in is coming in fast. Like the Knight of Swords is also a very fast moving card. There's communication coming in, and then when you get that communication, it's like you make that choice right then and there. The 6 of Cups, it brings a card of renewal and new beginnings. This is very much a past, I'm getting past energies, especially for those who have like an ex coming in. You're looking at the past, you're thinking about the past. This can go a few different ways. For those of you who keep looking at the past, I feel like that's what is not moving you forward because like I said, your world is crumbling down right now with the Tower, so you can have this new beginning. For those of you in love, For who have a new person coming in, somebody could be making you an offering. For those of you who have an ex returning, they can also be making you an offering. For those of you who have an ex returning who was the selfish third party who left you, a truth is going to be revealed, but it's like, I feel like part of what's holding you back from getting the world is not being able to let this go. A past situation is going to come in, and then again for others, new beginnings are coming in. And then the King of Wands. The King of Wands is like fiery, passionate energy. Let's clarify the King of Wands. That could be a person that's coming in. I don't want to focus too much on giving you guys signs, because then I feel like people start to focus so much on who's the Pisces, who's the Sagittarius, who's the air, like, so, but it could be a fire sign or someone who has fire in their chart. Let's figure out this King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands for me, please. Clarify this King of Wands. Oh. If it's a fire sign who's coming in, the High Priestess is telling me that there's definitely something that you're not seeing. They might have a secret to tell you. Again, I was feeling that, especially for those of you that I'm feeling have a third party situation. Someone is coming back, someone has a secret, and the High Priestess is encouraging you to kind of look within and search for answers. But for some of you guys, there's something you're not seeing. For those who are dealing with a past situation, like an ex returning, and again, communication is coming in, and the Chariot is a victory card, but it's like, you decide what your version of victory is, but it's also, you're going to have to make a choice. With the Lovers card here, you're going to make a choice. Some of you guys are going to, renew this relationship and come out on top and happily ever after. But I feel like for others, it's just a matter of, you just have to be honest. Because there's too many happy pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles just came out. Offerings are coming in. It could be an opportunity. It could be a job offer. It could be some sort of proposal. I'm getting stability vibes. Like it could be a commitment of sorts. Yep. The Seven of Wands. Someone has decided to take a stand. So somebody made a choice. So someone's decided to take a stance and like defend their position. This the Nine of Pentacles is very much the single woman card. So for those of you who are dealing in love, I didn't expect this whole thing to be a love reading, but I guess that's the energy that the collective is putting out. But this could represent you or the other person. Somebody's single, somebody was focusing on building their nest, and somebody else decided to take a stand. The Four of Cups reversed, and then the King. The Four of Cups reversed. This card reversed. Somebody before was really focused on, they were focused so much on what was in front of them and what they had or didn't have, that they were missing out on the opportunities that the universe was giving them. Because it's reversed, I'm getting, again, like new beginning, new vibes. It's taken away because, again, somebody has decided to make a choice. I feel like some person was in deep contemplation mode and has decided to make a choice towards the single person, because the Ace of Pentacles has come in. The Queen of Wands, you're coming up. The Queen of Wands is very much a card of like, she has a lesser implied meaning that a lot of people don't work. The Queen of Wands is someone who had nothing, and then she moved up on her own and became this queen who suddenly has everything. For those of you who were in Nine of Pentacles mode, maybe you guys have been elevating yourselves, working on yourselves. And this, ooh, too many cards. I feel like this one will come in. It'll pop back up. Sorry for the mess, y'all. Like, when I get into it, I get into it. Let me see. Let's clarify this Queen of Wands. Again, don't focus so much on the gender, because, again, it could be someone with fire in their chart. There's a lot of fire in the chart. There's a lot of air here. There's a lot of mental energy. The Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Earth signs, air signs, stability vibes. Someone could be the fiery, passionate energy. Oh, yep, look. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups. The Page of Cups brings an offering of love. This could represent you or the other person. So forth with the King of Pentacles. It's a nice, happy couple. Let me start moving some of these out the way. Let's just get into it. That could be the nice, happy couple. Fiery passion meets grounding. That could also be another sign of temperance too. Finding that balanced couple. But a message of love is coming in for the Page of Cups. And let's see, what is the... Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. The Emperor. Think of the Emperor. The Empress. The Hierophant. For some of you guys, this could result in marriage. For some of you guys, this could result in motherhood. The Hierophant is another card of serious commitment. Oh, this card just flipped over on me. The Nine of Cups. So overall, things are going to be okay. Things are going to be okay. The Hierophant is encouraging you to look towards a higher faith. He's a card of stability as well. He also represents marriage. The Empress, I feel like it's enjoying all of the things life has to offer. For some of you guys, this love interest, you guys might be getting pregnant soon. A lot of you guys might be, for those of you who have someone coming in, you might decide that you want to start a family. A lot of you guys are now looking for a more serious commitment that I'm getting. But the Nine of Cups is telling you, like, this is all going to be yours. You're going to have all of your cups are going to be filled. And then, like, bottom of the deck is Justice. Cause and effect, making a decision and sticking by it. I feel like things are going to be okay. Just again, for those of you who are dealing with an ex returning, like, I can't stress this enough. Like, just make sure you have communications, because some, not all, we're dealing with a third party situation. But other than that, things are gonna be okay. Sorry for the mess, y'all. When I do like these types of readings, I just let the cards go as they flow and let the universe talk to me. So, and I hope you guys could see everything. Like I said, I was doing these on the phones, but things are gonna work out okay. Look within yourself, and again, be patient.